So today, boys, obviously this week, we've seen loads of confirmed transfers. I mean, the biggest one the world's ever seen. But I'm not going to bore you today all talking about Neymar. I'm not going to bore you with that video. I'm not going to bore you, okay, with that video that happened this week. I've already made it, like I say. I'm not going to bore you with loads of Neymar spiel. I've got loads of new players to talk about in today's episode that have found brand new clubs this week. Now, if the FIFA transfer series is for you on my channel, drop a like and a thumbs up down below. I greatly appreciate all your support. And I know a lot of you love Squad Builder Showdown. That video is going to be coming tomorrow on my channel, okay? If you want to see that, drop a like and a thumbs up down below. Very good video. Obviously, it's like a lot of people's favorite series, so I can't wait to bring it to you. And of course, if you want to buy any custom controllers like that red one or that silver one, check out GetGripped, and there'll be a link to there or there. You can obviously go over there. Ross will get you 5% off, so that is the beauty of it. Today's one is a special FIFA 18 episode. I've got FIFA 18 cards for you here with a few predictions and stuff. They look good, and I'm looking forward to bringing it to you. So let's get into the first player. Now, I just want to talk about the first one here for a minute because it's very weird. I'm going to talk about it. Robbie Keane has gone to India. He's going to play in the Indian Super League, right? He's actually gone to the champions Atletico di Kolkata. If I pronounced that right or wrong, Indians, let me know. But of course, this guy's a bit of a legend, of course. He's obviously been in the Prem for years. He went to LA Galaxy where he actually got released. Apparently, he's been looking for a club since last November. But let me tell you about why this is interesting, alright? Robbie Keane, who has obviously joined Indian Super League champions Atletico di Kolkata, who will actually be managed by his former Tottenham teammate, Teddy Sheringham. That's right, the manager of his team is Teddy Sheringham. Believe it or not, I literally, when I found that information out, I was pretty shocked. So if you are watching this and you're shocked, then we're in the same boat. Now, Keane actually came out and said that their offer to experience a new league and culture in Asia appealed to me. I'm pretty sure money had a little bit of appeal inside of that as well, but, you know, different thing. Sheringham was actually appointed the manager last month, and of course that probably played a big part in Keane going there. Obviously, they know each other, they're mates, and yeah, that probably did play like a massive part in it. So Keane actually netted 68 times for Republic of Ireland, obviously, well, 68 goals, which is absolutely huge, and obviously he retired only last year. He also scored 92 goals in his 5 seasons at MLS, so he was actually in MLS for a long time. I didn't really realise that. But that's right, the guy's still playing football, the legend is still playing football in India. You probably didn't expect that. So I'm going to mention it, but not going to talk about it for too long, so don't click off the video. I'm not going to talk about it for long. We obviously got Neymar PSG, the biggest transfer the world's ever seen. Not going to talk too much, biggest money, obviously big fat deal. So, you know, £200 million move from Barcelona, £515,000 a week salary after tax. Yeah, he's hit the jackpot there. So I was seeing footage of him this morning in front of, like, I don't know, 45,000 fans in attendance doing some keepy uppies and stuff. Then he was in like an open training session with his team. I didn't realise there's actually a lot of Brazilians that play for PSG, so he fitted in pretty well. Dani Alves, Lucas, Thiago Silva. I think Thiago Motta was actually born there, so that sort of count or not, I don't really know. Kazawa, is that another one? So yeah, there's lots of Brazilians in the PSG team. He's obviously fit in really, really well already. Obviously, Dani Alves, they've known from obviously Barcelona days anyway, and obviously the rest of them international team. So PSG actually have a game today, but listen to this, alright? He was ineligible to play, and he said, I'm disappointed, of course, but I really wanted to play maybe next week instead. That was a bit of a mouthful. I struggled with that. In the dressing room, I'm alongside Dani Alves and Thiago Silva once again. I hope that we are going to have a great season together. So yeah, he had to watch PSG's first game. They couldn't play because something to do with the Liga hadn't sent the paperwork properly, and he couldn't actually play. But let's move on to another player now. You already know about Neymar. So I'm seeing the weirdest announcement videos ever this transfer window. A lot of the clubs are jumping on it, and yeah, some of it's really, really strange. We've actually got Negredo, who's gone to Besiktas, obviously Turkish league team, and they've announced him in a very strange video, same as like Chelsea did. I mean, a lot of clubs have announced players. Kolarov, Roma, that was a bit of a weird one as well. I probably can't show you the video because of copyright, but just go check it out, alright? All I'm going to say is this Besiktas video is very strange. It's not on the phone to like another football player. Like Pepe's on the phone to Negredo saying, come to Besiktas. Then Negredo picks up the phone and says, I'm coming to Besiktas. It's literally that, mate. It's pretty strange. But of course, this guy, obviously, he's been at Man City, recently Middlesbrough. You know, he's been at some big teams. He's actually gone to the Turkish league team on a 3-year deal from Valencia after spending a season on loan at Middlesbrough. Now, the former Man City striker failed to help the Teesside club avoid relegation, scoring 9 goals in 33 appearances in the league. So obviously, he's not going to play in the Championship. He's still owned by Valencia, but he's moved on now. 3-year deal with Besiktas. Probably a good move for him because Turkish league is actually pretty decent, and he'll get paid pretty handsomely as well. But one of the main things on with this one is, of course, the announcement videos. I mean, I am coming to Besiktas, like what is that about? So we've got another player that's actually left Middlesbrough, and I'm not really too surprised by this, but I'm surprised by the money he actually got for him. Ramirez has gone to Sampdoria. That is the team that Man United played the other day in Dublin, if you guys watched that game or not. So Middlesbrough forward Ramirez has joined the Italian side Sampdoria for an undisclosed fee, but the rumours are it's around £8 million, so pretty decent money. It's not bad. Ramirez scored 9 goals in 44 games for the Championship side Borough after signing from the Premier League club Southampton in January 2016. Now, details of the length of the 26-year-old's contract is actually not been disclosed. We don't know if it's a 3, 4, 5 year deal. We really don't know at the minute. So yeah, that's another player that's left Middlesbrough. Lost Negredo, lost Ramirez. Not the best, since they need these sort of players in the Championship, and unfortunately lost them. You know, these two easily Prem players, and they have lost them. And what's going to happen? Are they going to have a good season, Middlesbrough? Are they going to be able to bounce back up and go straight to the Prem? I'm not too sure. Now, apparently, Borough have actually said, due to a privacy clause within the transfer deal, we are unable to make the fee public. That's the reasons why, of course, you're not seeing, like, I don't know, transfer fee obviously spread about. You're not seeing his length of contract. There's some privacy stuff going on there, which means it's not possible. So this guy's actually helped them previously get him to the Championship, Premier League, of course, when he was in the Championship. He was on loan there from Southampton, and then obviously they signed him on a permanent deal, but unfortunately he's not going to be there once again to save him. Now, one player who's actually, for the next one, has actually left Manchester City this time, and I'm not sure really how well his career really went at Man City. He didn't really seem to star too much, did he? It's actually Fernando. That's right, the CDM. So this guy's also gone to the Turkish League team once again, not once again, but same as obviously Negredo, but different team, of course. It's Galatasaray, the other rivaling team to Besiktas. So the 30-year-old has joined Galatasaray for an initial £5 million, or just under 5.74 or something like that. A fee which could rise by a further 900 grand depending on various bonuses. So it could go up by nearly £1 million, obviously depending on bonuses and stuff like that, but I don't really know what they are, and they're not really saying. Now, the Brazilian played his part in some of City's biggest games under former boss Pellegrini, and was a regular in their match to the Champions League semi-finals 2 seasons ago. What I should say is, obviously, it was a big part of their march to the Champions League semi-finals, not match. That makes no sense. Now, he told the club website, "It has been a pleasure to play for Manchester City. The club has looked after me incredibly well throughout my time here, and I've enjoyed the challenge of playing for a top team and probably the world's toughest league." Now, he also said the League Cup of 2016 was a highlight of mine and something I will never forget. Now, Fernando actually joined City for a fee of around £12 million in the summer of 2014 after a glorious 6-year spell with the Portuguese Giants. So he did actually make 101 appearances, of course, for Man City, which is actually pretty big. I didn't think he made that many. So I'm not sure if that's a big loss to Manchester City, really. 30 years of age, only got £5 million for him. They've signed a lot of players this transfer window, but I don't think they've signed any, like, CDMs, central defensive midfielders. I don't think they signed any of them, so maybe they need to get another player in to sort of half replace him or be a sub like he was. But yes, we are moving in now to the last player of this episode, one that is a bit strange. Well, saying that, this guy's been at the club for years, and it's actually Badstuber. He's moved to Stuttgart after, of course, Bayern Munich released him. Stuttgart confirmed the signing of free agent Badstuber, who once played in their youth team on a 1-year contract. So he played for Stuttgart years and years and years ago, and they've only signed him on a 1-year deal. What's crazy is he's only 28 years of age, and he was there from 2000 to 2002, so obviously it's a lot of years ago. Now, the Germany international won 5 Bundesliga titles for Bayern and lifted the Champions League trophy in 2013, so he's very well experienced. Arguably, don't get much more experience than that. But Badstuber has obviously been badly affected by injuries since late 2012, so 5 years ago. Wow. And despite returning to full fitness last season, it was loaned to Schalke, and Bayern obviously announced that he would leave Allianz Arena. Now, he actually told his new club's official website, "No one should ever forget their roots," and I haven't. Stuttgart was and is something very special to me, and the club had been immediate, they had a massive immediate impact on me emotionally. So a big signing for Stuttgart. Obviously, this guy's 20 years of age. He's not that old. Yeah, he's had a few injuries. He's very, very well experienced. Champions League, Bundesliga titles. What more do you actually want? Anyway, guys, these are 6 new players that have moved to brand new clubs this week. Hopefully, I've enjoyed this video. If you have, drop a like and a thumbs up down below. It'd be greatly, greatly appreciated. I'm going to be doing a squad builder showdown on my channel tomorrow with Andy, AJ3, of course, to make it of this series. So that is going to be a good episode. Them ones always do well on my channel. You guys always seem to love them. I haven't done as much FIFA as I would like this year, so squad builder showdown obviously brings the FIFA back. Pure FIFA. And if you are obviously a long-time watcher of mine, then you're going to enjoy it. So now what I'm going to do briefly is quickly run through the 6 signings that have happened and give my final thoughts and opinions on them. Now let's start off with Neymar PSG. I do think he's going to do very well at PSG. The league is a little bit easier, maybe arguably, than the Spanish league. I don't really know, so don't shoot me down too much. But he's got a lot of friends in the team. He's a good player. I'm sure he's going to do well in Liga 1. Then we've got Robbie Keane to the Indian Super League team. Of course, he's going to get paid well out there. The Asian lifestyle might be quite good for him. Obviously, ex-teammate Teddy Sheringham is the manager. I bet he never saw that coming, so I'm sure it's going to work well for him. His mates and the manager. Ramirez, I mean, it's bad for Middlesbrough in a way because this guy helped them get back to the Premier League when obviously they won the Championship last time. They've lost out on him, but they've cashed in as well. £8 million. Arguably, not too bad, really, for someone that's not really, played too much recently. Then we've got Negredo to Besiktas. Good move for him. We get paid handsomely as well. The Turkish league is a good league, and that announcement video is pretty cringe. But a lot of the clubs are doing it in the minute, so you can't really knock them too much. A lot of the clubs are doing it. Then we got Fernando to Man City. This is a big transfer for Galatasaray. He's a good player. 101 appearances for City. He's obviously, getting old, but he's well experienced, and I'm sure he'll do well in the Turkish league as well. Last but not least, Badstuber, arguably super experienced. Of course, centre-back will do well at Stuttgart. He's there in the past. Hopefully, he can get past the injury stage and crack on, really. Anyway, guys, take it easy. Hopefully, have a good weekend. Peace.